Good morning, everybody. It is Ruthie Rocks, and it's Saturday, June 13th. Um, Happy to be here today, but I am all alone. My moderator, Marketing Max, is not feeling well, and I didn't get my guest to confirm, so it's just me and you. Looking forward to today. On Saturdays, I go live on the Agent Formula. Hi, Karen. Thank you so much. It's good to know somebody's here. Always, thank you so much. Um, anyway, it's just me today. So let's get right into the stats, and then we're going to talk a little bit about the importance of low interest rates, and then we're going to see some innovative ideas from Jamie, who works as a master trainer at Buffini, and she's got some innovative ideas from other agents around the country. So I thought that that would be a good thing for us to watch today, since I don't have a guest and I don't have my moderator. So let's look at the stats real quick. What's happening is that our available homes are reducing. All this week they've gone down. They're down to 7,621 homes. So that has its bad side, everybody, because if we get into a situation where the buyers start coming back in the market and we don't have enough properties, then we get into multiple listings. Well, congratulations, Karen. I'll probably be wrapping it up, but thank you so much for joining me, and good luck on your listing. So yesterday we closed 111 homes, and we probably closed more, but a lot of agents might not put their closing information in the MLS until today and or tomorrow. So you'll see that number probably change in the next day or two for what we closed yesterday. And then we put 9,400 people under contract yesterday. And the good news is we listed 160 homes, and that's going up, and I'm really happy about that, again, because we don't want to get into where we don't have enough inventory, because that's not good. We have to have inventory. We have to have homes to show those our buyers, our fussy buyers, our particular buyers, our millennials. We have to have a variety of homes, and as that number goes down, then we don't have that variety. And right now, with our current market, it's only about 2 months worth of inventory, and I think that's going to change because more buyers are coming into the market, and we've seen that trend. Year to date, we've closed 15,141 homes, and it's down from last year only because of May, when we had a historic low or change from year over year. And this month we're a little bit down, but I think it's going to probably pick up by the end of this month to where this month isn't in the negative territory, or if it is, it'll be very minimal. I'm not sure what percentage we could expect there. So that's what's happening. And I mentioned, I mentioned I was going to talk about the low interest rates. There we go. I want to talk about the low interest rates and what the importance of the low interest rates are. And especially if you are working with buyers, fussy buyers, and sellers that want to know, well, like John's working with a seller right now, and it's like, well, should I sell now because I want to buy, I want to downsize? There really couldn't be a better time, because I really don't think these interest rates are going to stay this low. So I put on a chart here for a $300,000 home. And I think this is something good to show. I'm going to put it in the group in Ruthie Rocks so that you can download it and print it out and show it to, your buyers and sellers that may be on the fence. Because what people don't realize, and even some loan officers don't realize this as a selling point, but as the interest rate goes down, when the interest rate goes down, more of your payment is going to the principal balance reduction. And that's I mean, that's really important. I'm going to show you here how that works. So over 10 years, I took a $300,000 home. I took a 3% mortgage rate, and I took the average appreciation that we've had and the country has of 5.6% per year. And this year that Young said it's going to go up to 10, but I'm going to be conservative and say 5.6. So at a home appreciation of 5.6, what you have to understand is that next year, that $300,000 home, when you appreciate at 5.6%, goes to $317,100. Now, then what happens the following year, the year 2, is the 5.6% is on the 317,000. You don't go back to the base price, you go back to the market value price. And so that's how that 5.6% accumulates over 10 years, because it compounds. Compound is sometimes a word that people don't understand. So I like to explain it slower and so that the person I'm talking to really understands it. So my $335,000 home value in the second year, the end of the second year that I've owned it, going into the third year, that price, $335,000, is going to appreciate 5.6%. And that's what makes the difference. So, and then so on and so forth until when you're in that home 10 years, the market value becomes $522,000. So you've actually made on paper $222,241. That's the value of your home in 10 years, $522,000 at that particular interest or that particular appreciation rate. Now, while that's going on, your interest and your principal at 3% are making a difference in the reduction of your principal. So I did that too. I showed you how that happens every year and then what the cumulative result is. So the first year you get a $5,734 $34 worth of reduction in your principal. Then the second year, because you reduce the principal, is calculating on that reduced principal. So then it goes down $6,357. And so by the end of the second year, you've reduced your principal by $12,091. So I've done that so that people can see how that accumulates. So over 10 years, that actually accumulates $70,430. So at the end of the 10th year, you have reduced the principal balance on that $300,000 loan by $70,430. Your home has also appreciated from your base price of $222,241. So that means you have increased your net worth by $292,671. And this is such a great way to show first-time home buyers or people that are renting that at the end of the 10th year, they would have added nothing to their net worth as when it comes to real estate. So this is a really important thing, because today the rents are almost more than the mortgage, and there's not even a tax break. And I didn't even take the tax ramifications into this because everybody's situation is different when it comes to how they file their taxes. But the government still gives us some type of a reduction in the mortgage interest. So this is something that I think you should download. You could keep. If you have a buyer that's on the fence, you can tell them they want to offer more or less. I'm sorry. They want to offer less money on a $325,000 home. They want to offer $300,000. So that's $20,000. And basically that's going to change their price, their mortgage payment by $41 per $10,000. So maybe you can convince them, let's go in at $310,000. It's only going to change, your monthly mortgage payment by $41. And you want to get this rate right now. You want to get this home, and you don't want to insult the seller. over $41. So these are just some tips that you can use when you're negotiating with a buyer, when you're trying to get your seller to sell, because now's a good time if he's downsizing or they're downsizing or they're upsizing, they're going to have kids. It's a great method because this is really the proof of the pudding. This is something that's not your opinion. It's not, it's statistically correct. The mortgage is absolutely correct. And the home appreciation is an average over years. And this is over the country. And in Vegas, sometimes our homes go up more than that. Usually they do. Now you don't have a crystal ball. You don't know what the market's going to do. But it looks to me with $23 billion worth of projects on the books for Las Vegas for the next 2 years, that we're going to have a robust market with people moving here because we're going to have jobs for people. Not only are the construction jobs going to happen, but those hotels and the people movers and all the things that we have going on, the stadium, they just add jobs to our community. And that's how we've grown. I've been here 37 years. And I've seen the casinos go up and the jobs created and the people come here. And it's just been a beautiful merry-go-round, if you will, here in Vegas. And all markets everywhere have their ups and downs, but we really have some really good ups. That's why we're in the top 10 fastest growing states in the United States. So that's about Las Vegas. Let's go on now to something that I want to talk about. We had our graduation yesterday for Buffini, the people that took our Pathways to Mastery class. And it was really quite something. Move the TV out of that glare there. It was really quite something to see the people embrace the Buffini methods. And his methods over the years have worked tremendously for the people that stay on his course. And I don't mean on his path. And that's why it's called Pathways to Mastery. He's coming out with an advanced class probably toward the end of the year. I think since he's not doing his mastermind and he hasn't, they've been shut down. I think that they're probably all feverishly working on getting the advanced course ready. And I did see Buffini in his studio yesterday. So I know that he's anxious to get the Pathways to Mastery advanced course underway. He had been shut down for the 2.5 months, so he couldn't do it. So, excuse me for a second. I want to show a video about some of the things that Buffini does for you for free. And so I'm able to show them to you, even if you're not a member of Buffini. So I'm going to put this in this stream, and we're going to listen to Jamie. Jamie Nowak is one of his master trainers, and she's very good. She has a very concise way of delivering her information so that it's easy to understand. And since we have a short show today, this is like 7 to 10 minutes. It's really good. It's other agents across the country sharing what they're doing right now. And so it's it's what's going on right now in the rest of the country. So I think it's good that we watch it.
Hello everyone, it's Jamie Nowak again with Buffini & Company, coming at you with our latest knowledge pool ideas from all of our brilliant members out there doing such good work in your corners of the world. As always, I want to just extend love and prayers out to everybody there. I hope everybody is safe and happy and well in your family.
Really not that
friends.
honest of a person.
I'm sending out good vibes and some great ideas. So I'm going to dive right in here. My first 3 ideas today come, and they all revolve around serving and generating listings. And we all know listings are the lifeblood of our industry. And when we have inventory, we have control a little bit more over the marketplace. And the great news is we have lower inventory right now. So that does create a challenge, and it's a great opportunity when you have some listings. So diving right in, Ann Brinkley, who is a great member of ours in Midlothian, Virginia. What she's doing to serve all of her listings and for the buyers that come through is they've created a little personal protective equipment kit, which has gloves for looking at the home, booties for looking at the home, and a mask that people can take with them. What a great item of value. I think it really sets the tone for your sellers and lets them know you want to keep them safe and well. And then it shows that you're a professional who cares for everybody that is coming through the home. So great idea there. Don't forget, if you set up one of these sanitary stations outside of your own listings, you want to make sure that they're kept clean. And so it's a good idea to go through right before the weekend, make sure everything's cleaned up and looking good. And then after the weekend as well, just like we have our sellers do when their homes are ready to sell and have people come on through. So great idea by Ann Brinkley. And of course, they didn't stop there. Like so many of you, you're doing so many great things for your community. And her team got together and decided to help our people on the front lines and honor their local heroes. And here's a picture right here of her and her team outside of a skilled nursing and rehab facility. And they took the opportunity to bring in lunch for not the staff, but also the residents, to give them something a little bit different for their lunchtime. So beautiful, beautiful work, great ideas. Again, overcoming the challenges of the situation and figuring out how we can best serve is the way that I've seen so many of you go about this so beautifully. My next idea comes from Melinda Ennis, and she is in Indianapolis, Indiana. And my apology if I didn't pronounce your last name correctly, Melinda. But Melinda is making great things happen in her neighborhood. What she decided to do once she got a listing in her neighborhood is she wanted to communicate that out to all of the 240 residents. And so she put together this letter here that you see that tells a little bit about the fact that she's working with one of their neighbors and gives some information about the home. All of the envelopes were hand addressed by her daughter, so that's always helpful to get people to open it up and read it. And then another thing she included, which I love so much, is her safety plan of how they are handling this pandemic, how they are showing homes during this pandemic, how they are having appointments during this pandemic to keep everybody safe and well. So you can see her safety list right here. But just a brilliant idea. And she said, you know what? Pandemic or not, people want information about the real estate market, and they are calling her, and she's getting inquiries, and she's showing up as the neighborhood specialist. And that, again, a professional that cares, because she has a system in place, she's staying in touch, and that is going to lead to more and more opportunity. Speaking of opportunity, we'll keep them coming. Brandy Karcheski in Phoenix, Arizona, which again, my stomping grounds back when I was in real estate. What she decided to do, she was going to reach out and call her A and A plus clients that are homeowners and see if they wanted a property valuation at this time, which is a beautiful idea, right? But she decided then to take it a step further, and she put a post out on Facebook. She's got several of her clients together in groups on Facebook, and she put an offer out there for a property valuation with a free sanitizer, free hand sanitizer. So you can see what this looked like right here. What a great idea. Once again, she's providing value. People want to know how their real estate is doing, especially in times like these where they might be kind of wondering if the values are holding. Are the values holding? Yes, they most certainly are in most places. It's a beautiful thing to see. So she put that post out on Facebook. She got 5 requests for the property valuation plus the hand sanitizer. So she did a little drop and dash, and again, serving her neighbors, serving her community, and making great things happen for her own business during this time. So I hope that sparks some ideas for all of you on how you can generate a little more inventory, or how you can take care of your community or neighbors with some great information. My last 2 ideas today are going to focus on businesses, and specifically deepening our business relationships with our favorite service providers, and at the same time providing great value to small business owners that could be struggling right now, and our clients, bringing great value and information to our clients is a wonderful thing to do right now. So I also have a couple repeat offenders here with these great ideas. They are always, their idea wheels are always turning, and they're always doing great things for their database. My first up is Mary Beth Eisenhard in Gainesville, Virginia. And what she decided to do is a series of interviews that she calls business spotlights. And so she lined up her CPA. She lined up one of her favorite lenders. She lined up a person that is great with health benefits and insurance, especially during times like this. And she got them together one at a time on a Zoom call where she did a little interview. And she said 10 minutes is a good amount of time. Send them a few questions beforehand to get them ready, and also get the service provider's input on what they think they should share right now. How are things changing? How are we adapting? What do our consumers and clients need to know? And she's gotten a brilliant response from these business spotlights. They're not tough to do if you have a Zoom account or another account like that, a GoToMeeting that you can record, that you can send out to your clients for financial information. And this one I want to show you because I think it's a couple of minutes of you can just see. It's with her lender. And I believe that this is one of the great ways that we can assist our clients right now that are struggling, that may be out of work, that may not know if they're going to be able to make their payments. Because as you can see in this interview, Mary Beth is asking her lender, what does forbearance mean? What are the consequences of that? What questions should our clients ask before they make these big decisions? Let's take a look at this business spotlight with Mary Beth Eisenhard and her lender.
Hi, it's Mary Beth Eisenhard with Long & Foster, and with me today is Susan Surkamp with M&T Mortgage. I've asked Susan to come on this call, this recording, because it's important, I think, in today's coronavirus pandemic to explain a few things to people that I know, that I care about what's going on in the mortgage industry. People have some questions, they have concerns, and I've known Susan for over 12 years. Susan and I are part of the Gainesville Business Connection chapter. We meet once a week. It's part of BNI. BNI stands for Business Network International, and we help people. We refer each other we're business partners. We share a lot of information. We refer each other business back and forth every single week. So Susan has helped lots of our clients with mortgages. And Susan, thanks for doing this with me today.
Well, thanks for having me, Mary Beth. I think this is really important what you're putting out there to everyone.
So the first question is, are there new credit score minimums for getting loans?
Great question. So FHA is currently at 580 on the credit score, a 580 credit score. As long as they stay at 580, so far M&T Bank has taken the same step. We follow the FHA guidelines. Conventional loans have pretty much stayed the same, no change there either. But as of today, if FHA stays at 580, M&T Bank is staying at 580. If they raise them, we likely would be required to do the same.
Okay. Is it taking longer to get a loan fully approved during this time?
It really isn't. We have fully staffed processors, underwriters, closers, everybody working remotely for the most part, the loan officers as well. So while everyone is doing their jobs to get things from the beginning to the end, to get them closed on time, in some situations, we've been able to move closing dates up a little bit quicker. So as long as the clients are really working hard to provide everything that they need up front, pay stubs, bank statements, W-2s, we're able to follow the same timeline that we have been.
Now, wasn't that fantastic? Again, a 10 to 12 minute conversation providing great value. And the good news is you don't have to let it ride all on your shoulders. It doesn't always have to be you. You can reach out to the amazing relationships that you have and help them in their business too. It'll validate them. It'll deepen your relationship. You can share how long you've worked together. So many good things can come of this. And then your clients can actually see that you have a long list of high quality service providers that they can reach out to when they have a need. Brilliant idea, Mary Beth. And then my last idea today comes from Mr. Rob Comandari. We've seen him before in this series. And Rob decided, I want to do a business mixer virtually. I've never done one, but hey, that's not going to stop me. I'm going to dive in and I'm going to do my best and I'm going to see what I can do. So what Rob did is he reached out to everyone in his database that's a small business owner or a salesperson. He invited them to this virtual mixer on Zoom, and he did the invite about 2 weeks out. A week before the mixer, he did another video to try to get more participation. And he ended up with about 24 business people that wanted to get together and synergize and share great ideas and help each other along the path. So Rob, congratulations on bringing this together. He brought in 24 service providers, and the system he used was sort of like this. And I've got a best resource for you attached to this as well. So take a look at that in our resource section. But the top tips that he mentioned were, you know what, it doesn't need to be longer than an hour. He went for 90 minutes. He thought it was a little bit long. So that's good. This is why we do things to learn and grow. He had 24 people. He started with an opening and an inspirational message, as he does so well. And then what you can do on Zoom is break people into small groups. And that's what he did. He broke out the big group into groups of 4. He let them introduce themselves first and gave them 8 to 10 minutes to do that. And then he brought them back to the big group. And then he gave them 2 discussion questions to focus on over the next 10 to 12 minutes together. And hopefully sharing solutions and sharing ideas of what's working in their marketplace. And then he had a guest speaker come on when everybody was done with the idea sharing. And at the very end, they did what were my final takeaways? What were the best things I got out of this opportunity? And he can't wait to do his next one. So again, the more we can be the person that stirs the drink, the straw that stirs the drink, that brings great information and value to our clients, that brings our beautiful business providers and service providers together to share ideas and to learn and grow with each other. I mean, the opportunities are endless. So again, I have Rob's top tips in a resource for you that's right next to this video. And let's get out there and do what we can to serve our clients, to serve our community, to help our business people, to help our first responders. I'm seeing so many amazing things you guys are out there doing. Please keep them coming. Please keep sending them to me at jamies@buffiniandcompany.com. And do not forget, Buffini and Company is here for you every step of the way. We have new resources and tools every single day in our resource section of your members area. And if you have not yet joined 5 Circle Fit, what are you waiting for? It's a great way to spark some momentum and positive growth in all areas of our very precious lives. So please, please, if you haven't done that, go to buffiniandcompany.com/BC resources and get going in the 5 Circle Fit. It's been fantastic for me, and I know it will be for you too. So I hope these ideas are helpful. I can't wait to see you sometime soon at one of our live events in the future. Until I see you again, good luck. God bless. Keep shining your light. Love it.
So that was really filled with some good ideas, how we can, what we can do right now. And the values that Buffini offers, I just can't stop blowing that horn, because you just heard the drop and dash for sellers. And I mean, what a great thing. If you, of course, you have to have a database, right? You have to have a database, but the drop and dash, I think, is a great idea. And this particular idea with the network, where 2 weeks in advance you send out an invitation and you get business owners together, and perhaps one of your inspectors or a home warranty company as well, with other business owners that I mean, we all there's people that we do business with, my cleaners, the people at Sienna restaurant that we go to all the time. I know that owner would be more than happy to join us, and so on and so forth. There's people that you just start thinking about it, and the ideas will come, and send them invitations and see how many people you can get. Now they say 60 minutes. I still think that might be a little long. I think 30 minutes, now 30 minutes goes by quickly, but it does build up some anticipation for the next one. Otherwise, you burn people out, I think, after 60 minutes. That's my opinion. I could be right or wrong, but you try it. He tried 90 minutes, and then he said he's going to schedule the next one for 60 minutes. Personally, I would do it for 30, just saying. But I think that's a great idea. And Zoom's easy to use, and most people have learned how to use all this technology because of the COVID-19 shutdown. Anyway, let me put that down. I'm going to put this in the group so that you can download it, as well as I want y'all to download this and please start using this, the importance of low interest rates. I think that will really help you right now. And it will definitely set you above the crowd, because not everybody is going to do that. I took the time to do it for you. This week, let me move on quickly here. We're been on 34 minutes. We have an agency class, and it's on negotiations, and it's, do you work for your client? Well, prove it. And I want you to go to b.vegas and sign up for it. I'm going to send emails out today and tomorrow for all my realtor friends so that they sign up for agency. If you need to renew your license, it doesn't matter if it's this month or next month. These classes, you can just Zoom in from home, and what a great idea. You don't even have to come to 8400 West Sahara to our Be Social Savvy Training Center. You can just do it from the comfort of your home in your pajamas or whatever, and save the gas and Zoom from home. And Jimmy Dague is always so entertaining. And it's hard for me to keep up with him because he changes his classes all the time. That's what I love about it. He's always researching. I said yesterday, because when we finished our Pathways to Mastery, I said, Jimmy, you always bring such interesting information to the table. Now, I try to do that, but I am not the master he is. He is just unbelievable. So please sign up and go to b.vegas. Here you go. I'll put it on down here too, and sign up for agency. And then we're also going to have a Pathway to Mastery next Friday. And it's going to be 1 hour of the people who took the class or people who have taken Buffini in the past. It's going to be getting together and talking about, our win. We like to talk about what the win of the week was. How we won a day this week. And that's always encouraging to everybody, and people come up with ideas and so on and so forth. And then we're going to write personal notes, and we're going to just do the things that we learned and network with each other. And I think it'll be fun. So sign up for the agency class on Tuesday, 10 to 1 at the Be Social Savvy Training Center at 8400 West Sahara. And hope you enjoyed today's show. I was caught a little bit off guard because I didn't have my guest and my moderator, but I think we made it through. And I think Jamie was very, very informative. And hopefully you took away some suggestions. You can rewatch this. That's what I love about Facebook and the Be Live platform that I use, is you can go back and rewatch and fast forward and get to the points that you like. So it's all great technology. Have a great weekend. Hi, honey. Honey, you have a great day. I just love Honey Borla. Honey and I have been in business the same amount of years, 37 years. We started at the same time, back, or is it 34 years? Yeah, 1987. Anyway, we started at the same time. And we've kind of grown through all these markets, ups and downs together. And Honey's just a great source of information and ideas. And she always looks deep into when we have classes, she really looks deep into what Jimmy and I are teaching. And she asks great questions. Yeah, 34 years. Thanks, honey. And what a great name, Honey. You fit right in with Be Social Savvy with our little bees. Thanks, everybody. Have a great day. Have a great weekend. Tomorrow I'll be on for some inspirational, motivational, and some spiritual words from my mind to be live. So see you guys. I love you. Thanks for supporting me. It really means everything.